What's up, y'all? As you can see, I'm out here at the bench in the garage today to do another quick little review for you, and this time it's the Olight weapon light, the Valkyrie Turbo. This is actually the first Olight I've had any experience with. They reached out to me last week and wanted to know if I would check out this new weapon light they came out with, and I said sure, send it on over and we'll check it out. But like I said, this is their new Valkyrie Turbo weapon light. Now this is pretty unique compared to their other weapon lights and most other lights out on the market right now. This is actually not an LED light, it's not incandescent, it's an LEP, which is a Laser Excited Phosphor. So it actually uses a blue laser in here that projects through a layer of phosphor and activates it, excites it, whatever you want to say, and then projects it through a focused lens out the front there. But let's open this thing up. I'll show you what you got and then we'll talk a little bit more about it. All right, so what's included in the package obviously is your weapon light here, your instruction manual, and then you've got an extra rail. So it comes with a 1913 standard pick rail and the Glock rail, so you can use it on either one of those. Comes with your little hex wrench and some extra screws there. Now one thing you will notice is it did not come with a charging cable or charging adapter, and there's no charging port on this, and that's because it does not take rechargeable batteries. It is not rechargeable. It actually operates on two CR123A batteries. Your battery compartment's in the back. You flip up the switch there and then your batteries are right there in the back. Like I say, just standard CR123A batteries. Now I know what a lot of y'all are saying, and I was too when I first saw it, like no rechargeable batteries. What's going on here? Having the ability to recharge is definitely nice, but there's something to be said about being able to just pop open your little cover there, pop the batteries out, pop some more in and keep on rolling. No recharging, no anything like that. There's no downtime basically if you've got an extra set of batteries. And what Olight has done, I'm sure because they know people are going to be kind of, you know, it's not rechargeable, they're offering free batteries until December of 2023 anytime you need them. So when you buy this, all you got to do is go on their site, put the batteries in the cart. They'll know that you bought this because of your account, and it's free batteries, no questions asked until December 2023. So to me, I think that's a heck of a deal by them to give you free batteries like that, just because they know a lot of people are going to be kind of iffy about it not being rechargeable. But as far as the light itself, this thing is what I would consider a full-size type of weapon light. It's not going to fit on a lot of your little subcompacts, your little micros. It's definitely meant to go on a full-size handgun or some kind of rifle. But like I said, your battery port's back there. I showed you how that worked. The mounting system on this thing is really nice. Just a quick detach, quick release mounting system there. You open it up, spring loaded, snap it on your rails and snap it back closed. Simple as that. Now it does come in black or tan, and it's IPX6 waterproof. As far as this LEP system, the big advantage of this laser system is that it's got a super tight beam and it's incredibly bright out to a very long distance. This thing is saying 250 lumens, but it puts out over 70,000 candela of light, and you can really see the difference. I'll roll some outdoor footage here, some dark footage here in a second, but they're claiming 530 meter throw with this thing. Now I haven't tested it obviously out to 530 meters. In my backyard here I went out to like 50 yards or so, but I can tell you it's an incredibly tight beam, very bright out there with a tight beam, much brighter than a couple of other lights that y'all know I kind of like. This Through Night TW10 and my TLR7, it blows these out of the water as far as having a super bright beam down range. Now it doesn't have the flood of these. It's a nice tight beam, so if you're looking for a flood, this may not be the one for you, but if you're looking for a really tight beam, especially out at distance, this thing is second to none. Another nice benefit to this really tight spotlight pattern is you don't have a lot of interference if you're in your vision, if you know what I mean. When you're shining that target, you don't have any shadows casting on it. You don't have all of that sensory perception stuff going on around you, no kind of distractions. You're right there on the target with that nice tight beam. Now as far as the operation on this thing, you got a button on either side. It's just one click function there, as you can see. Now if you want strobe, you can do them either both at one time, or you can hold one and then click the other. Simple as that. But even in the garage here, you can see that really nice tight beam compared to this Through Night. It's just a big flood type action. You see how that thing is way tighter. I'll roll in some footage here between these three so you can check it out. All right, y'all, we're out here in the backyard. I can't see nothing out here right now without lights on, so I'm gonna try each one of these lights and show you the difference. So we'll start with the TLR7. So as you can see, that tree line right here, that's about 20 yards or so. And then I've got a red reflector out there past the tree line. That's exactly 50 yards. So as you can see, I don't know how well it comes through on camera, but I can see the reflector very easily. And I can see right out there to it, but I really can't see details on the grass around it and the pole that it's on. So not really a long throw spotlight on this TLR7. Now this right here is the through night, the TW10. The TW10 obviously it's got a lot more of a flood pattern. I can see out there to the reflector, but I can't see any of the detail again, like the grass below it, the pole that it's on, and I really can't see quite as far. I can tell myself that I can't see quite as far out there. That reflector is not quite as bright as with this TLR7. So that's the TW10. That's the TLR7. So TLR7, TW10. As you can see, I don't know how well it comes through on camera, but the TW10 is definitely a brighter, like a bluer light, and it's much more of a flood pattern. As you can see, when I turn the TLR7 on and off, I get more of a spotlight. Now, this right here is the Valkyrie Turbo. I mean, super, super pinpoint light. I can see anything up close I wanted to see. That tree right there is about probably 7, 8 yards or so, 8, 9 maybe. That's probably 12, 15-ish. Like I say, right here is 20 yards. And then that 50-yard reflector I can see very, very clearly. And this time I can see all the grass up around it. I can see the little post that it's on. So this thing really, that laser tech in this thing definitely comes in clutch when it means going out to a distance at a really pinpoint. I'm also not getting any of that distraction light when I turn this through night back on. I really like this through night, don't get me wrong, but you can see if my target was out there, it's just showing me things I don't really need to see. I guess it really depends on your preference, but you can see there's a huge difference in this right here. Huge difference. As far as the strobe on it, there's your strobe, so it could really disorient somebody at a long distance with a really narrow beam. So pretty nice tight narrow beam on this thing. All right, now I'm inside out of my garage. Wanted to show you the difference inside here. So I'm about probably 8 yards, 7 to 8 yards from my garage doors right there. As you can see, this is the TLR7 that got that flood pattern again. Like if I was focusing on that light switch there, I can definitely see it, but it's throwing shadows as you see from the mirrors on the two cars there. Just a lot of distraction I'm looking at. Now, the through night TW10 is the same way. It's just a little bit different of a light. You can see there, through night, TLR7 is like a yellowish kind of light. The through night is like definitely a bluer light, but still see all those shadows it's throwing there. Just a lot of distraction. Now it's got a flood pattern, so you can see what's going on if that's what you're looking for, but it's a lot of distraction. Now this Valkyrie Turbo, boom, as you can see, turn that off. You can see there, I don't have any distraction, very minimal shadowing from anything in the room, and I'm looking right at that light switch, right at my target that I wanted to see. So there's a definite difference. Again, the Valkyrie Turbo and that through night with the flood pattern. There's no doubt I can see it with both of them, but I don't know if y'all can get what I'm saying here, but it takes away all the distraction with this pinpoint from this laser system of this Valkyrie Turbo. This is a really nice light. So as you saw, there is a huge difference in the beam pattern between this Valkyrie Turbo and these other two lights. These other ones are much more of a flood. This thing, like I said, has a super nice, super bright, really tight spotlight beam on it. Now, like I mentioned, as far as fitment on it, it's definitely made for, like I say, full size tools. As you'll notice, this is my Shield EZ. It's not going to go on that. It's not going to go, won't go back far enough to line up. So something like that, it's too big for that. Now something like my P80, which is basically a Glock 17, as y'all know, it fits on here with absolutely no problem. Like I say, you open up the little latch there, click it on, and boom, you're good to go. Ready for business there, no problem at all. Or like I mentioned, if you want to put it on a rifle, it'll work perfect for that too. Same kind of deal. Pick rail on the top or the sides, it snaps right on there, and you're ready for business. Honestly, this light would be amazing on a rifle just because of the far throw of it and the really nice pinpoint, super bright beam that throws out really far. Even on the top here, it's below my sight picture on my red dot, so it would work work on the top if that's where you want it. Really nice, easy to get to with your thumb there. So really nice fit for a rifle, I think. But that's really about all there is to say about it, y'all. I'm not going to take a lot of time rambling on. What I can tell you is I absolutely love this light. I prefer this beam over both of these other ones. Now, the size is a little bit bigger than I would want for some of my smaller ones. Obviously, it won't even work. But I can tell you right now, this will be going on one of my main home defense rifles. I really, really like the long, tight, super bright beam out of this thing. But if y'all are interested in picking one of these up for yourself, I'll leave a link down below where you can check it out. I'll also leave a code for 10% off your purchase through the site. So pretty good deal on that, 10%. Again, this thing, free batteries till 2023. It's got a 5-year warranty on it. So I think this is a really nice light, y'all. But y'all, let me know what y'all think about this Valkyrie Turbo. Let me know what you think about this laser system that it works off of. Do you have experience with Olights? I know a lot of people love these Olights. Like I say, it's my first experience with them, but after seeing this, I'm definitely going to be checking out some more. So y'all let me know, like I say, down in the comments what your experience with Olights are in general. But if y'all did enjoy the video, as always, make sure you click that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell notification icon so you can get notified when I upload new videos. Once again, I'm going to leave an affiliate link down below in the video description and that discount code, which is TOOLS10 for 10% off your order. So make sure you check that stuff out to save you a pile of money. I got a ton of good stuff coming y'all's way, so make sure you stay tuned for that. And in the meantime, stay safe, stay prepared, and I'll see y'all soon.